You feeling it? Good morning, Grand Rising Kings and Queens. You're listening to HL in the AM on Oak 93.5 WRLY Raleigh. Yo, in the lab with me, I got the homie, the big homie, the little big homie. What's good, T?
Yo, what's good with you, bruh?
Man, same stuff, different day, yo. Just trying to get through this week, man.
All the time, it's almost over.
It is. It's almost over, but it ain't over yet.
Nah.
So, there we go. I had to fix the sound. How does that sound?
Yo, that's good.
All right, cool, man. But yeah, it's the same stuff, different, different toilet, man. Just trying to see, seeing what was going on. It really ain't much going on right now. I mean, literally everything that we talked about yesterday is all that we got going on right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, ain't nothing else going on. So we're gonna talk about life today.
Let's talk about life.
Let's talk about life.
That's every day.
Like for example, I went to the I had to go to the dentist, right? I had to go to the dentist because I don't know what it is about the cold, but it makes my teeth hurt. So I was like, let me see what's going on, right? And she was like, why don't, and I'm in the, turn the work down.
Instrumental.
So I go to the dentist or whatever, we're having this conversation. She's like, why don't men go to the dentist like that? And I was trying to figure out like what, and I looked around and I saw like, cause it was like glass, like a glass room. Yeah. I see outside in the weight room, nothing but women. Nothing but women. And I thought, I was like, probably because like most men have so many responsibilities that we have to neglect ourselves and make sure the other responsibilities get taken care of. Like if you have a wife and you have kids and all this other stuff, you got to pay all these bills and stuff. You might have just enough money to buy 2K, and that's about it. And you wonder why, and then women wonder why we're on the game all the time. That's why. That's the only one we can afford. We done paid the light bill. We done paid the mortgage. We done paid my car payment. We done paid the car insurance. And all you had to pay was a cell phone bill and a light bill. Yeah, you can go to the doctor. You can go to the dentist. It's easy when you got $400 or $500 a month in overhead versus like the 2-3 G's that I have in overhead. Mm-hmm. So she was like, well, that's not a good excuse. Oh, so y'all do dental work for free? Like, cause y'all gonna want money after this.
True indeed.
I don't know why that was just on my mind, man.
I'm glad you got it off.
Yeah. I finally got that one off, man. I finally got that one off. And then, like, this whole dating world, man. Like, we was talking about yesterday.
Which part?
About asking a chick, right? Mm-hmm. So being that, like, now, I guess me having a radio show kind of makes me like a female with a fat ass. Like, I get, like, a little attention now.
They want you now.
Yeah. And this chick jumped in my inbox. I'm like, I'll pay for the fourth date. If you pay for I pay for the fifth date. You pay for the first four. And I'm thinking to myself, I got to pay for 4 dates before you would even think about contributing. Like, I mean, it was all jokes and stuff, but still, when you really think about it, you telling me that you will sit there and, like, that's like a buy 4, get 1 free type thing.
Yeah, like those places that give you, every time you visit, you get that little card to stamp.
Yeah, click. All right, it's your turn. Nah. But my thing is, I was thinking about that, right? Uh-huh. If I pay, it's not even about if, but like when we go on the first date, right? Mm-hmm. And we go on that second date, I think the third date should be her cooking for me anyway. Like, I don't think I should take you out on the third date. I think the third date should be her cooking, me eating.
Yeah.
That shows that, I mean, you ain't got to spend money on me. You can show me your time and your effort. Show me let me see what them short ribs talking about.
Yeah. Moneyless stuff means more to me anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, anything that can't be bought, that is an actual sacrifice. I look at it like a sacrifice. Now, like money, I guess you're sacrificing your money, but it's like something that can be replenished. You can go back to work and make that money back. Yeah. And then the thing is with women, like, how do you know that her sugar daddy ain't pay for your grits that morning? like for example, if she take you out for breakfast and she pick up the tab, and in all honesty, it was the sugar daddy that paid for your food.
I had that happen to me. Like her sugar daddy bought me NBA Live 95.
Wait. You got a game from a chick and the sugar daddy paid for it?
Yeah, he paid for it.
Wow, now that's pimping. That is.
But what's crazy is like he was my cousin, and so he was trying to slide behind my back, but she was telling me everything. You know what I'm saying? So she like, he keep bringing me money. So I said, look, All right, tell him to bring you some bread. I'll be through to pick it up. So soon, I was pretty much right behind him. As soon as he dropped it off, I picked it up. You know what I'm saying? And went and bought. No, NBA. Was it NBA Live? NBA Jam for the Super Nintendo. So that's how far it goes back. There's a lot. You get a little echo?
Nah.
Word, I am.
Yeah, man. So I was just seeing something, bro. I've been Googling.
You're good.
Odell Beckham Jr. Did you hear about what happened to him?
No, but I heard Shannon Sharp talking about let him go, free him up.
They sent him home. I ain't never seen an NFL team. I ain't never heard of an NFL team doing that to a player without any sort of like crazy, exploits off the field.
Mm-hmm.
But the Cleveland Browns head coach Steven Stefanski sent Odell Beckham Jr. home like, yeah, we good. Just bounce. Cause like he blasted, his father blasted Baker Mayfield on social media. So just to go back, mm-hmm. Odell Beckham Jr.'s father, Odell Beckham Sr., recently like talked a lot of junk about Baker Mayfield, the quarterback for the Cleveland Browns, mm-hmm. right? And he kept saying that he kept shared by his father. He said he kept missing Odell Beckham Jr. while he was wide open downfield, would not throw to him at all. And then he says that like that was part of it. But being that he's under contract for 2 years, they can't just release him. So they just send him home and just going to pay him to sit on his behind. But they're all mad about what his father said about Baker Mayfield.
I mean, you can't hold him responsible for his parents. Just like Tom Brady's wife.
Yeah.
And she was like, he can't throw the ball and catch it too. You know what I'm saying? So, and they didn't send Brady home. Based off, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, but yeah, and it wasn't even like he was talking like real stupid. He was just basically making like, hey, you see these times where my boy was open, my son was wide open, you ain't passing to him. And like they mad about that. They're like, you know what, you're being a distraction. Like, if it would have been, if Baker Mayfield's dad would have been talking junk about Odell Beckham not catching passes, I bet you they wouldn't have sent him home.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like Giselle was talking about
how racist the NFL is. Like I think it's just society in general.
It's society.
Like where a black man just is not allowed to have a voice. No. And if you have a voice, don't let you be right. It's kind of like being with a woman. You ever be right in an argument with a woman? Have you?
Yeah, I have.
And what were the repercussions? I mean, why were there repercussions for you being right in a situation? Period.
I mean, the situation now, yeah. I mean, I just decided just to go ahead and go wrong. I took my right back.
That's why I don't be right no more.
No, you got it. Good. But have you seen, I got to watch the whole thing. I only seen snips, so Colin Kaepernick.
Yeah. Now, the funny thing about this, right? Colin Kaepernick in the first episode compared being in the NFL to being a slave. Mm-hmm. My question is, if that was the case, why did you try so hard to get into the NFL? Like you didn't compare the NFL to slavery to after they said they didn't want you.
Yeah.
But I mean, I saw the whole joint, all 6 episodes. It was alright. It was like an after-school special about racism.
Right.
It was like a critical race theory episode, like, oh, poor mixed kid. But at the same time, he was pointing out definite microaggressions that we do see throughout life as being black in America. Mm-hmm. But I'm gonna tell you the show to watch on Netflix, The Harder They Fall.
The Harder They Fall.
Dude, The Harder They Fall is official.
Who's in that?
Regina King, Lakeith Stanford, Idris Elba. I mean, everybody. Jonathan Majors.
I'll watch it tonight.
Yeah. Oh, man. And then I think there's a correlation. Because, see, you know how I have this eidetic memory, right? Mm-hmm. So there was a movie called The Cherokee Kid back in the day.
I didn't see that.
Right. It was with Sinbad. Sinbad was a cowboy, and Gregory Hines was his brother, right? Mm-hmm. But the thing was, they had characters. They had Stagecoach Mary. They had Nat Love, a.k.a. Deadwood Dick. I don't know how I remember that. But they had, like, different... But those characters from the Cherokee Kid were also in The Harder They Fall.
Okay.
Nat Love was the main character in it. Stagecoach Mary, who was played by Jaleesa from Different World. What was it, Dawn Lewis?
Dawn Lewis.
Yeah, it was played by her then, but in this movie it was played by old girl from Atlanta. Ern's wife in Atlanta. Ern's girlfriend in Atlanta played Stagecoach Mary in this one.
I gotta go back and check it.
And then they didn't have the Cherokee Kid, but they had Cherokee Bill, and that was played by Lakeith Stanford, also from Atlanta. Mm-hmm. So I did some research. The Cherokee Kid was real. His name was Cherokee Bill, though. That was the only difference. But like the whole Cherokee Kid, I'm not saying the scenes and events were real. But this whole time, I thought the Cherokee Kid was just some dramatization, some fictional character. And it was literally based off of a black dude named Cherokee Bill.
Right.
That actually, you know, was an outlaw. So I thought that was kind of cool. But yeah, if you get a chance, I'm not going to ruin it with plots, you know, and stuff like that. But yo, fire-ass movie.
You could tell me about it later.
Yeah.
I'm not the type that people could spoil a movie for me by telling me. Like, I want to know before I watch it.
Well, it's a Western. Yeah, I
remember. But no, we'll talk about it.
You definitely watch it. Watch it, then we talk about it. I like to talk about a movie after you watch it.
We could do both. and I'll let you know, like,
Yeah, but yeah, it's definitely, if you're listening, check out The Harder They Fall on Netflix. It is good, but yo, I got some music for you. Y'all keep it locked.
Salute.
So Master P can't keep it clean, so we had to cut that one short. Yo, is Master P not the top 5 overrated rappers of all time? Like, who would you put? What is your top 5 overrated rappers of all time?
I mean, how much credit did we give Master P though? Just as a not as a businessman in the whole nine.
But as a rapper.
But did we?
I had a No Limit chain. It turned green, but I had one.
Just because of him or the whole group, you know what I'm saying? The people
it was like, I ain't gonna lie, No Limit had a vibe to him when they first came out.
As a whole.
Yeah, as a whole.
So we gave it to him as a whole, but I don't think anybody stood out and been like, yo, Master P's
got bars.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, my top lyricists. But yeah, the No Limit movement, because to me, today, like, that's the first song I heard of him by himself, and it should never
have been
hit
released.
Speakers again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was like, oh, what's this song? Quick. Oh, that's why I never played. Okay,
yeah,
all right.
But as a movement, No Limit did his thing individually. Master P, like, I never had him
right,
on the radar.
But the question is, who was your top 5 overrated rappers of all time?
Let me think on it. We'll come back.
I go mine. All right, Snoop Dogg, Silk the Shocker, Master P,
okay,
Mystical, P.D. Pablo.
And see, overrated P.D.
Yeah,
P.D. had one song. Like, he didn't know.
All right. So we ain't gonna. I'll take Jay-Z. Jay-Z overrated. I'm like this ever since the whole "I'm not a writer, I'm a biter."
How many songs? And I heard you talk about it.
It was like, all right, so it was a 7-minute video on YouTube, and everything basically from Blueprint Blueprint and before, all of his hottest songs had some sort of ripoff of some rapper's verse in it. From Reasonable Doubt through Blueprint, he's been biting off of, especially Biggie. He bit Biggie like almost every song in Volume 1.
But if you could find a link, send me the link. And I've heard it too. You know what I'm saying? And I know there was one song where I never took it as biting because the verses were so obvious. You know what I'm saying? And it was like the whole song wasn't based off of the verses that he used. So I never took it as him trying to gain his identity. You know what I'm saying, as an individual. Like, I came up with this because what was one of Biggie's real popular verses that he may go through half of that bar with, but then the song just goes into his own stuff, whether it's original or not.
I my thing is, like, when it comes to rappers, right? Rappers are the one art form I feel like, well, that in comedy should be original.
Absolutely, I'm with you 100%.
Like for example. That's like saying that what's the dude that stole all those jokes? Carlos Mencia. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Carlos Mencia. Like, if Carlos Mencia, if we was saying Carlos Mencia is the funniest, best comic ever, and he's stealing jokes. Yeah, I feel the same way about Jay-Z. How can I say that you're one of the best and you out here stealing bars. I can't. I mean, regardless of how your success, and I'm not talking about your success at this point. I'm talking about your talent level. If you're not talented enough to write a song without stealing somebody else's bars, and then when you think about it, I don't remember a single Jay-Z duet where he stood out as the supreme rapper in the duet.
Yeah, he definitely wasn't a renegade.
Mr. Carter. Lil Wayne got him in Mr. Carter, in my opinion. Linkin Park got him in Numb.
See,
So,
I could definitely understand and see, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, Jay's name is, when you talk about hip-hop, his name is always mentioned. But, like, Silk the Shocker, I can't name one of his songs. So, to me, I wouldn't say he's overrated because he never got that talk.
The fact that Silk the Shocker even had a song makes him overrated to me.
Yeah, so, I mean, like...
Oh, Yo, Joe, you know what? Call in and tell us what your... Because I'm curious on your opinion on this. Joe, the number is 899... No echo. Okay.
Oh, 899.
9305 919 area code. Call us and tell us about this because I'm curious on your opinion on that. But you said Silk the Shocker.
Like I said, I mean, I wouldn't say him. I wouldn't say Petey because
Petey had Freaky Leak. All right, and then all right. Let me keep going.
I mean, he was talked about for his one song. So one hit. But Easy say he didn't write his stuff.
Right. But I'm talking about just his delivery. Like even before I watched the Straight Outta Compton movie, I never understood the hype over Eazy-E. Like before the movie came out, like he just wasn't. He was the weakest link of NWA to me. Was Eazy-E. Like I think DJ Yella was a bigger influence on their actual success than Eazy-E was. I mean, you know, not financial. Because Eazy-E did put up a lot of money.
Now, I have my like for all of them to a degree, but to me, MC Ran solo, his solo album was not hitting at all.
All right, one hit wonders cannot be overrated. I hear y'all, but don't you think like if we're still talking? All right, so we're talking about people that. All right, so fine. If we can't use one hit wonders, overrated. Jay-Z is still. Overrated. Snoop Dogg is still overrated.
Okay. And like I said, I can understand you having them too because they had like their longevity.
Yeah, they had longevity.
But like Silk the Shocker, I can't name.
Nipsey Hussle to me is overrated. Posthumous, you know, respectfully, posthumously, but yeah, overrated.
Yeah, I mean I see that. Again, like I was following Nipsey because of his activism.
Fabulous to me is overrated. I don't know. Fabulous. I don't know if he was overrated per se. It's just like I just never really got with him.
Yeah.
He was basically anybody in the Rockefeller Records besides like Cameron, Jim Jones. Oh, there's Joe from Fayetteville. Let's see what he got to say.
Let's see what Joe talking.
Yo, what up, Joe?
Yeah, but you can just say hello.
Yo, what's good?
Hey, man, what's up, man? So, what's your opinion on this?
Hey, I need you to stop with all the Jay-Z slander.
You said what now?
I need you to stop with the Jay-Z slander.
Yo, what is up with people in Jay-Z, man? Is he your baby mama?
It's because he's like the Will Smith of rap. He's been consistent for over 10 years as far as giving us hits.
Yeah, but he's been consistently giving us
albums, not songs. We ain't talking about singles like Drake. We talking about albums.
Drake's another one I think is overrated.
Yeah, Drake literally, if we want to go top 5 overrated.
What's your top 5 overrated?
I got Snoop Dogg in there.
Uh-huh.
I definitely got Drake in there.
Okay.
I got anybody with the name Babies in there.
Little Baby ain't overrated, man. You can stop that. Stop the foolishness.
Little
Baby, the only artist that came out after 2014 that doesn't make me want to throw my radio out the car.
And I got one for you. I got 50 in there.
50, yeah, okay. I can agree with that.
One good album.
I can agree with 50.
Get Rich or Die Trying.
Yeah, and then Kanye. I would say Kanye's an overrated
Kanye,
rapper.
I look at more of a producer.
Yeah, but because of his producer, we overrate him as a rapper. That's just my opinion.
I'm with you. I respect that.
I've never. The thing is, I've never heard. I can't name 3 Hot Yeezy lyrics.
3 Hot Yeezy lyrics?
I can't name 3 of them.
Nah, I can't neither. You had, what is it? You can't afford a car, so you named your daughter Alexis. That was funny. That's about it. That's one.
Yeah, a couple good songs. Can't Tell Me Nothing was the best song. And it was really just for the beat and no girls saying, whoa.
Yeah, that beat was. Yeah, but that's the thing. The beats, like the thing is with Kanye, his beats be fire.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
His beats be so fire. Anybody can make a hot song to a Kanye beat. I could make a hot platinum song to a Kanye beat. Cause Kanye
me Heart of the City, and I'll make a hot song to that beat.
You know what I mean? So yeah, so all right, so to recap, you say your top 5 overrated were what now?
Snoop,
Drake,
Jay-Z,
all the babies,
all the babies.
All the babies.
Yeah, all the babies, and 50 Cent.
Word. So you don't think Meg Thee Stallion, Cardi B, or Nicki Minaj, none of those 3 are overrated to you?
Nah, because they're female rappers, so I don't really count them anyway as far as it goes.
Wow, okay.
Think about it this way.
Whoa, Joe, you sound like Rafiq right now.
Okay. Name me a Megan Thee Stallion album without having to look it up on Google. Go ahead and name the album.
I can't name the album, but I can name the song. What was it? The remake she did of the NWA hit.
Name me Nicki Minaj's album right now.
I can't. I can't. Can you?
I mean, I can.
I'm
So I
just
can.
keeping it 100.
I
Let's
can
be
understand.
honest.
Yeah, so I can understand. Being over, but it's just that's just a different time and a different genre. Because even right now, I can't name their albums, but fans of like what I'm saying, Latifah. Like I said, Bahama.
Well, I think that's the problem, Toron. Like, say, for example, now it's all about singles instead of albums.
True. Yeah, because nobody's like the
last. I'm gonna be keeping a band with you, and even though I think Jay-Z is overrated, the last hot rap album, Blueprint, was the last just straight awesome album. There were some good ones after that, but like just amazing album. I think Blueprint was the last one.
I done fell back.
I don't know. I heard some amazing
Wait. I misspoke. Kiss of Death. Jada's Kiss of Death was fire.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Yeah, that was an amazing album. So I think Kiss of Death is the last fire album that I can remember. Like, oh my God, every song on this joint is a banger. Everybody else after that, 50% at best. 50% best as far as the songs on that album were great. And I'm talking about, that even goes to Good Kid, Mad City. That goes to 2014 Forest Hills Drive, too. 50% of the album was great.
I think I could put the Fugees in. I mean, I know it's a group and not an individual.
Right.
But the score, I could put the score in and let it play. I could put in.
But that came out before. That came out in '98.
Yeah, I mean just albums. Albums in general. And Outkast, Aliens or Aliens.
Really?
Album. Yeah, I could let that rock.
Mine is the one that has Spodiote, Dopalicious,
and Aquemini.
Yeah, Aquemini.
I could let Aquemini play too.
Yeah, and I can let's see. I can let. This is sad because like I can let Volume. What was it? Life and Times of Sean Carter Volume 1.
Mm-hmm.
Reasonable Doubt. I can let those play.
Yeah,
I can let Illmatic play. Yeah. I can let All Eyes on Me and Me Against the World play, and the Machiavelli album play.
Machiavelli could play.
The Space Jam soundtrack. You can say what you want to.
I need you to find some new albums. Let's do.
Yo, it was written. Nice.
Everything you named was like 30 years ago.
90s, yeah. It was 30 years ago, man.
That's some music.
I know it's the golden days, so you gotta find at least one good new album. Let's see.
There are some good. I tell you what, Big Crits. The one that Rob put us on.
Yeah, I gotta listen to Big Crit with subtitles.
Big Crit. I tell you, DJ Luke Nasty had a fire album. The one that had On the Way, 20 in the Tank, and everything on it.
Somehow I done fell into Self-Made.
Self-Made?
Yeah.
Which one?
One.
Self-Made one?
Rick Ross and, Meek and Wale and all of them. I've been listening to that for the last week.
Okay. Meek Mill's Championships.
Rick Ross has actually gotten better during time.
True. I could agree with that, Joe.
Meek Mill's Championships album was pretty fire. Little Baby,
that's
a single.
First one, the new album he got, He's Not Yelling At You the Whole Time. It's actually a great album.
I wasn't even talking about that one. I was talking about the one before that, Championships.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Check out the new one. He's not yelling at you the whole time.
Yeah, I like Meek Mill, though. I like Meek Mill. I'm going to tell you, like, when it comes to new artists right now, it's Lil Baby, Meek Mill, J. Cole. Kendrick, man, if he come out with another album, I might mess with him, but, like, he's fading into
He
obscurity
got one
quick.
coming out before the end of the year.
Kendrick been out for
Yeah, he's been out for a while, but he's fading. He ain't coming out with nothing. He being lazy.
But see, that's what you do. You know what I'm saying? You make them miss you. You make them miss you. And they
Exactly.
Ain't nobody miss.
Like Nas did.
I ain't sitting here like I'm like this. I ain't missing Kendrick Lamar. I'm not. But at the same time, like for example, you know who I miss? Tupac. That's who I miss. I miss Biggie.
Yeah.
The Biggie
I don't know how
duets.
you miss Tupac. They come out with a new album every 2 years.
When was the last time Tupac had a new album drop?
Nah, it's been a minute now.
Let's see. What was
The remix.
one with? When was it?
I'm asking you. Since Tupac come
I
out
have
with a
no
new
idea.
album.
When the next Tupac documentary come out, they'll have a whole new soundtrack with Tupac.
Resurrection was good.
Resurrection was
They came
good,
out with
but those songs I've heard before though. They were just remixed. But yo, we got some jams. Joe, thanks
Appreciate
for calling
you,
in. Appreciate you, man.
have
Keep
a good
it,
one.
yeah. You too, man. Y'all keep it
Keep up
locked.
the great work.
Oh man, appreciate that, brother. You too. You be killing it. Yo, thank you, Mr. White, man. T, have you turned your heat on yet?
Well, I keep my temperature at 72 anyway.
Oh, okay. See, me, I
When
don't never turn my heat on. I just keep my AC on. I just turn it down. Like, my AC would be, like, down to, like, it'd be up, I'm sorry. Like, it'll go to, like, 70. I think 70 is the highest I'm going. I needed my house to feel like a grocery store. But that makes my light bill, I ain't gonna cap. My light will be high as a mud sometimes, bro.
Yeah, I keep mine in the summertime 72. Wintertime.
Summertime 68. Oh, it's chilly up in my piece, man. I ain't gonna
Deep
cap.
freezer.
But now I was watching this video on TikTok, and the guy was up there talking about good broke versus bad broke, right? So basically, bad broke is you ain't got money to take care of yourself, and you're not paying bills. You just broke, right? Poor. And then you got the good broke, which is you're paying your bills, you're taking care of your responsibilities, and you just don't have much money left over.
Okay.
Now, in my opinion, I don't think there's such thing as good broke. I think there's bad broke, of course. I think there's broke, which is like the first example. You just out there wasting your money. But if you're broke and you're just paying all your money on bills and stuff, that makes you what is called house poor. House poor is not a good broke. It's bad. That means you're basically living beyond your means. And the easiest thing, and the thing is, and this is where I guess I differ, because I used to even believe in this, but it's easy just to pick up another job and then, or substantiate your income some way so that you're not broke or house poor. Man, but I was just wondering, what's your opinion on that?
I mean, to me, everything always comes down to the individual. When I was on my construction job, my foreman was always saying, yeah, let's get this overtime. I'm like, nah. I mean, I wasn't pressed about getting overtime to get that little extra money, because to me, my time, let me be home and be able to do what I want to do, was more valuable than being out there making that money for somebody else. You know what I'm saying? So for me, again, it just varies because, and I feel what you're saying, and I respect, your thought about it also. A lot of times, if you ever have that taste of getting it, you're always going to have that. But if you've never really known that feeling and you've just been able to take care of your basic needs, some people are just good with that. You know what I'm saying? And so it's just there's so many different levels, you know what I'm saying, of viewing of it.
I totally agree. You should definitely be able to take care of your basic needs. But you should also be able to take care of yourself. So what I mean by that is you have to be able to, like, for example, like after you pay all your bills, do you still have enough money to go to the dentist? Do you still have enough money to go to the doctor? Do you still have enough money to, like, fix your car if it breaks down? Like, because, like, a lot of times and a lot of people, like, I was one of them. So I'm not even going to act like I was just like, I had just enough money to pay my rent, pay my cell phone bill, pay my cable bill, my light bill, my water bill, my car payment, my car insurance. And after that, I might have enough money for a pack of ramen.
Just hope nothing else happens.
Yeah, you gotta pray. You gotta be prayed up to be broke. Broke people have the strongest belief in God because you need it. You need God to make sure that nothing goes wrong for the next 2 weeks till you get paid again. God, please don't. Like, but that's the thing. Like, so my thing is, like, yeah, it's cool and you can possibly, take care of everything. But at the end of the day, there's going to be a wrench in that machine. There's going to be a screw loose or something that's going to break everything. And then that's when a lot of people end up in dire straits.
I mean, yeah, because especially if you go and check the check, yeah, that one unforeseen situation that happens could definitely put you in the back. You know what I'm saying? So I feel you. And, like right now, if you have health and you got the will and you can move around, like there should be no reason. Well,
like you said though, people value their time, and that's all we do is we sell our time.
Yeah. So for me, it's a situation to where, and I'm like you know what I'm saying? Like the roller coaster of life that I've been on, you know what I'm saying? I've been in one of my rooms right now at the crib, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, man, I'm blessed. I'm truly, truly blessed because that was at one point. Not putting my whole life out there for sympathy or anything like that, but I didn't have anything. Like, even right now, if I was to move, I could get everything in Shorty Doo-Wop. Maybe 2 trips, but I could get everything in Shorty Doo-Wop and be good. But in one of my rooms right now at the crib, I got just an air mattress, a fan, and a TV on the floor. So to me, that's just like my kind of like I remember room.
Your struggle room.
Yeah, and I go in there and I write and do everything. Now, my bedroom, I got a real bed, and you know, so there's real stuff in that room. But my other room is a room where I kind of go into to be like, all right, boom, I'm trying to. This is I remember, but
they keep you hungry tight.
Yeah, so I got that. That's my other room. You know what I'm saying? But it just like I've been there, fam. So I understand what you're saying, and like right now, if you're willing, there's some stuff you could do. You ain't even gotta fill out a resume or put an application to get bread. Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Like you got a car that's I think with Uber, I think you just gotta have a car that's over 2012, newer than 2012. So if you have a car that's newer than 2012 and you got insurance and you know your paperwork straight and stuff,
yeah, you can
Uber. You know what I'm saying? And then like that's a quick $100 a day.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So
I seen it. I'm like, wow. So I mean, there's different ways to substantiate your income. Find a hobby that you can monetize.
Right.
Some women like making jewelry, and I ain't gonna cap. The women that be making jewelry be selling the hell out of it, man. Mm-hmm. But I like what Ashley says. People define broke differently too. Like she can have money in her savings, but her spending money is gone. I don't consider that being broke. If you have a savings account that got money in it, you're not broke. Now, if you have to start spending that money in that savings account, you're going broke. And once the money in that savings account is gone, then you're broke.
You're broke. And see, and that'd be like you take an NBA player making millions, and now they only getting 30,000. You know what I'm saying?
They
because
ain't broke.
They're not broke, but mentally
they're broke.
Where they were, you know what I'm saying? Where they were. So now, because they would probably spend 30,000 at
on
party,
a dinner.
You know what I'm saying? But now that's all you got to take you. You know what I'm saying? 12 months. So
30,000 for 12 months. That's poor.
Absolutely, but that's what I'm saying. How much? Pull up Latrell Sprewell's
net worth right now. Let's see how much the trail is.
If Dame is quoted at 10,000, because the Rams,
isn't he coaching though?
Is he? The last thing I saw him in was a commercial. I forget. He was eating wings or fries or something.
150,000.
I bet. So to me, that's good. But to him, being that he multi-millions and so on and so on, so he might feel like he's struggling right now.
I would. I'm like this, and this is just me as a person. If I was ever a millionaire, I better stay a millionaire. What I mean by that is, like, I don't know how everybody else manages their money,
right?
But the more money I have, the less money I want to spend. For example, let's say I got a G. I done paid all my bills, right, and I got a G left over. It's gonna take an act of God to get me to spend $1 of that G I got left over.
Until you have to.
But let me have $50 left over.
We balling.
Yo,
T.
Yo, we going out this night. You know what I'm saying? Cause like it's only $50. Like what was it gonna do? How's that $50 gonna save my life in an extreme circumstance? And what you have going put is more than you have coming. What you have going out is more than you coming in. You are on your way to being broke. Yep, and I totally agree with that. If you're spending more than you're taking in, that's a bad economy right there. That's what America's doing. Cause you know, like America, at one point used to use their currency, value their currency off of gold. Now it's off of debt. Like that's kind of like retarded. If I could say so myself. What you over there reading?
Just going through seeing who we got up in the chat.
Oh, go ahead and do your shout outs, man.
I mean, we got a few, you know what I'm saying? We got Miss Tanya. We got my big brother Charles listening for the first time. We got Kofi, always in. We got Miss Keisha, always in. We got Mac Mama 2. We got Miss Quana. We got Joe from Fayetteville, who we heard from this morning. Appreciate the call in. We got Shelly Shell. Appreciate you. Miss Charlene. Big brother Al. Coach Dwayne. Yo, how we doing this year, Coach? We got Miss Joyce. We got Beans. And we got the ever so funny Miss Aisha in the chat.
Yo, me and Aisha got a show next week together. I can't wait.
That.
I can't wait for me and Aisha to rock a show together. This will be our first time rocking the show together. She's came to quite a few of our shows. Like she came to support me at Good Nights, and then we had that Bob Sumner joint. She came, and like I saw that video where that she did a stand up, and like I was like, oh snap, Aisha, funny.
Yeah. We got Miss Cheryl who's in also. So appreciate you, Miss Cheryl.
Did you shout out Ashley?
And Ashley's in? And Ashley P. Oh yeah. Miss Ashley Preston.
Who's Dr. Order?
Dr. Order?
Oh, I'm sorry, D. Porter.
That's my homeboy,
okay.
Dwayne. I call him Coach because I don't really do. I never took the time to grasp fantasy football.
Oh,
He's into it deep, right? So I said, look, you be the coach, I'll be the assistant coach. So after every weekend, I'll be like, so how do we do this week? You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So that's my homeboy, D.
You gotta get into it, man. It's fun.
Yeah, me and Dwayne met about 11, 12 years ago and still cool to the day.
That's what's up, man. That is what's up, because I ain't got no friends from 11 years ago.
Yeah.
I think that's why that's how they find out I'm an asshole. Within the first 5. Like, you a selfish asshole. Yeah, I am. But nah, fantasy football is fire, dude. It makes an NFL season worth watching, especially when it's more you're more invested in other teams than your own.
Well, sound like that anyway, because I don't have like that specific team.
Yeah,
I just need teams to lose. So I'm gonna come up with that league.
As long as it ain't the Lakers, man, we cool. Why do you hate the Lakers so much? Let's talk about that.
We did, remember, like coming up as a kid, my brother and I, like the only games. First, you only had 3 channels back in the day.
Yeah.
It was like 7,
CBS,
9, and 12.
Yeah. CBS, ABC, and NBC.
So the only games that I ever remember seeing and coming up was the Lakers and the Celtics in the finals.
Right.
My brothers always took the Lakers, so I had to have Boston. And he always antagonized me with them. So I relate him just laughing at me, and I'm soft now, so I was like mashed potatoes. I'm crying the whole time, like I lost for real. Like I gotta go build this dude a trophy to give to him. You know what I'm saying? Anytime the Lakers won. So since then, that stigma for the Lakers has been on me. Like I can't. I need them to lose, and it's not. Nothing.
You should just been like, I want the Lakers so we can root for them together. Because let me tell you like this. I'm a Lakers fan because I found out at a very, very, very young age that I was racist. It was black team versus white team. I'm going for the black team, and they didn't have to wear white when they were at home like everybody else.
Yeah, but see, like it was that competition when you got an older brother type thing, and
that's a team I hate. The Pistons. The Pistons. That team made me cry twice. They made me cry when they beat. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, they made me cry twice. When they beat the Lakers when I was 6. And when they beat the Lakers when I was 26. Let me tell you about these Pistons, right? So the first time I was a little kid, we beat the Pistons the first year. I was 5. That was the first championship I ever watched, right? The year after that, they came back and they beat us, right? And I mean, dude, I cried. I was a little kid, but I cried. So I was mad as all. Like I couldn't stand the fact that my team lost, right? So of course you get over it. So now the Lakers, we suck. Basically, after we lost to the Pistons, we never really got it back.
Yeah,
right. Because then we lost to the Jordan and the Bulls, but we didn't have a full roster because our team was depleted with injuries. And then throughout the whole '90s, we sucked. Back in the Nick Van Exel, Vlade Divac, Cedric Ceballos, Eldon Campbell years, and I was still a Lakers fan, right? We get Shaq, we get Kobe, then we get our asses whooped by the Spurs in the Western Finals. The year after that, we start tearing them up. We win the championship.
Yeah,
Then we win
thing.
another championship. Then we win another championship. After we won that third championship, they went out and they got Karl Malone and Gary Payton to add to Kobe and Shaq, right? Mm-hmm. I'm like, there ain't no way in hell we're losing.
Oh, so that was the second time.
Man, we get to the finals. I put my boy Toto. Me and him, we made $100 bet, right? On the Pistons Lakers series, right? I'm like, man, this is an easy 100. Let me go ahead and take this, right?
It looked that way.
Yeah, man. 5 games later, I'm sitting there crying, having this dude 520s, mad as almost. Like, you ever been so mad you wanted to swing on somebody, but you knew if you swung, it would just be bad. I was so mad at him. He ain't do nothing to me. He ain't talk junk. He was like, all right, man, like the Lakers lost it, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was it. Like, yeah, we got it. I wanted to hit him. I was hot.
Yeah, that's how my brother had me. But he was laughing, just teeting, so I'm crying. So it was to the point where mom was like, if y'all gonna act like this,
y'all can't watch it.
Yeah, it was to that. I cried so much when I was little, man. I think I'm just dehydrated right now. Like, all my little tear ducts is... So if I cry now, like, there's no tears. I'm just the sound in the face.
You just make the ugly face.
I cry ugly, yo. So I cover myself or just get by myself. I'm gonna cry in the car.
Did y'all watch wrestling?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
What made you stop watching wrestling? What made you like, I'm over it?
I just kind of grew out of it. You know what I'm saying? And because I understood that it's a show. You know what I'm saying? But that was probably in 94, 95. Like, I watched it up until then.
I stopped watching wrestling. See, because, like, I grew up pro-black, right? Mm-hmm. Not anti-white, but pro-black. Meaning I want to see black people succeed. I remember I got tired of wrestling at the same time I got tired of watching The Rock win a championship at the pay-per-view and losing it that immediate Monday to some white dude every time. Like, he'll win the belt at SummerSlam on Sunday, then that Monday on Raw, they taking the belt from him. And they did that for like 3-4 years. Yeah. And after that, I was like, the people's champion. Yeah, he's the people's champion. He ain't the real champion. They keep taking the belt from him. And I knew it wasn't real, so I'm like, so y'all were really just messing with dude, right? Uh-huh. Then Booker T came in. By then, I was already out of it. When Booker T came in, he had some racist stuff happen to him. Like, I think Mr. Man called him, he was like, my nigga one time or something like that. And Booker T was like, what did he just say? Yo, dude, you a wrestler. You could have spin a Rooney and scissor kicked him in the back of the head. You out there just, what did he just say? Like, come on now. It's a violent type of violence industry where they want y'all to fight. But this time, when he says, my nigga, you gonna be peaceful? That's when I was just like, you know what? Wrestling ain't for me, man.
Yeah. I mean, it's like it in the 90s, like, we really rocked with it.
Who was your dude?
Overall, to me, it was probably the second Sting.
The black and white, the Crow Sting.
The Crow Sting. Would probably him and yeah, I would say it was just him with the mystery. Like, I love the mystery.
Wait. Aisha, she said majority black. My brother is one who holds the heavyweight belt. Aisha's brother's in the WWE.
He wrestles in the Ring of Honor. He was heavy in that.
Yeah. Word.
Yeah.
You find something new every day. I did not know that.
Yeah. But no, just that. You know what I'm saying? Sting in, like, what was it? Monday Night Nitro. I believe it was that. Me and my homeboys, we would gather. It was an event.
Yeah, Monday Nitro and Raw. It was like you flip through channels to see which match you're the most interested in.
So I always like how Sting entered the ring. You know,
or with the Crow flying in. He stopped there when Owen Hart fell.
You got to.
Yeah.
Sometimes some things you just learn from observation. Be like, yo, that could have been me.
Caprice Coleman. I'm about to Google him. But I'm gonna tell you, you know who mine were? My dudes were the Steiner Brothers. I like tag teams.
Yeah.
The Steiner Brothers were my dudes, yo. I can't cap. The Steiner Brothers, the Rockers, when they had Shawn Michaels and Mario Jannetty, they were my dudes. And on WCW, it was Steiner Brothers and Harlem Heat. Yeah, all right?
We talk about overrated.
Yeah.
I can't even say it was overrated, but when he went from being a bodyguard to start wrestling, was it Virgil?
With them damn candy stripe pants on.
Bruh.
He looked like Aisha too.
He should have just stayed. Yeah,
Yeah, they favor. Yeah, I can see that.
He,
Wow, I did not know Aisha had a celebrity brother.
Yeah.
A preacher outside the ring. Okay, small world. So, man, Aisha, man, let me borrow $500. Oh, you got it. Anyway, we got some gems for y'all. Y'all keep it locked. Yo, so we have talked about quite a bit, but there's something that you was brought to my attention in the Ahmaud Arbery case.
Yeah. Real quick before we go in there, we got a couple of people in, little big brother. I'll say honorary godson, Brandon. He just checking in for the first time. Salute to you, B. Keep doing your thing. He's in Greensboro, engineering, making beats and stuff like that.
Oh, that's what's up.
I'm definitely gonna have his information on my Facebook soon. So anybody in that music industry looking for stuff, definitely rock with Brandon. We got Miss Sherida, we got Pam, DJ 78 who checked in the chat, Miss Lonnie who checked in the chat, and my big brother Daryl who's been trying to jump in for a while now. Got you. So with Ahmaud Arbery, his case starts tomorrow, I believe, and it's just stated. You know what I'm saying? It's his case and the case with the kid that was in Wisconsin, Rittenhouse.
Okay.
Same thing with him. 11 white jurors and 1 black in both of those cases. You know what I'm saying? So it's just brought to my attention, like, how come they're never
trials of our peers?
Half and half. You know what I'm saying? If you could do, it just don't seem fair. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're already up against it. If you're on trial and you're looking at over at the jury poll, or if there's someone, you know what I'm saying? If there's a white individual that's on trial, chances are, like, the jury
white
is
people
always
get a trial of
swayed.
their peers.
Yeah.
But black people, we don't.
We never do. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
it's because one thing, I think it's because of OJ.
and what's been released?
I haven't seen a black jury since the OJ trial.
Yeah. And have you seen what's been released by Caitlyn?
Nah.
All of a sudden, how she said that Nicole told Chris that OJ said he could kill me and get away with it because he's OJ. So Caitlyn, I think she was on one of those Big Brothers New England or Big Brothers or something like that, where they were all the celebrities were in a house, and she's having that story. So it's I've seen it twice last night online, so I guess it's about to start to get a little run, that clip. But yeah, he said Nicole told Chris Jenner, you know what I'm saying, that OJ said he can kill me and get away with it because of who he is.
And he did. Or he didn't. I don't know.
Right.
I'm like this. OJ, to me, my opinion, OJ did that. OJ not only did it, but he did it so well. But the thing was, he got away with it.
Yeah.
And the thing is about that is that his jury was a majority black jury. And I haven't seen as many black people on any jury since then.
Yeah.
And I wonder, they think that we're just gonna let each other. I know one thing: don't put me on a jury with a black man on trial. He getting off.
I'm gonna answer all the questions right up front.
I'm letting you know now. If you gonna have me on the jury and you want justice, he better be another race besides black. Cause black people, we gonna get our justice one way or the other.
Yeah.
I mean, he'd have to have done something so gruesome to another black person in order for me to give him a fair trial. Cause outside of that, he free, not guilty. What'd he do? He stole some candy bars, not guilty. What, DUI? Not guilty.
Like, he stole some food. I'm like, he don't look hungry.
Or, man, was it stealing if you are hungry, though? Like, for example, Tupac once said in an interview,
standing outside the door.
right, we hungry, we gonna do ask? Nah, we ain't asking, we gonna take it. Give me them cookies. So,
Yeah. But yeah, that's what it was. We were in a discussion earlier.
right,
You know
and I wonder if it has to do with them trying to make sure that we don't band together and get the dude off, or give, like, for example, can you imagine those 3 dudes going on trial against an all-black jury?
Oh, yeah.
Would they really see justice?
Yep.
Would they see justice, or would they just be found guilty?
It'll be fair.
Would it? Because I wouldn't be fair. I know I wouldn't be fair.
Yeah, not that way.
I'd be like, hang them.
Because it made no sense, man, to watch that video. And then the third dude that was filming everything, I bet they mad at him. the father and the son. I bet they mad at old boy. Like, why you had to, you filmed it.
Yeah, why'd you have to put this on camera? We could have got away with it if it wasn't for you and these meddling kids.
Absolutely.
But Aisha makes a good point. Are we opting out of jury duty? Most don't make it to the trial because they don't want to miss work for $12 a day. I went to jury duty every time I renewed my license. Right, it was three times. Never got called onto a case.
Yeah,
I don't think I've only got called up to be questioned once. And I mean, it was like as soon as I got up there, I was like, "Oh yeah, can I ask for him to be dismissed?" I'm like, "You ain't even asked me nothing."
Yeah, so I see your point. That's a good question, but a lot of times, like the system, I'm so like I'm to the place where I start to think a lot, and I think about the negative stuff first. You know what I'm saying? So the system is set up to, and there are a lot of us that will avoid it, but when we do show up, dismiss them, and then we feel happy. Oh, whew, I ain't got to do that.
Right.
Like she said, for the $12 a day or whatever it is. But we'll still tell our job we got jury duty just to be off. But the system come up. Okay, we'll bring in 2 today. And then later on we'll dismiss them and put somebody in place just to seem like we're trying to be fair. So I'm always thinking about that second layer. I never see things. I never try to look at things initially like the way it is. I may come back to my original thought, but I'm always thinking about the other aspects of the situation. And
then you also have to understand that, like, this right here is in a predominantly white area. I mean, I know it's Georgia, but the city in Georgia is predominantly white. So the pool to pull from is not going to be as heavy either.
The DA got arrested too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the DA on this case got arrested.
Got a DUI?
No, she got arrested for the way she handled the case. Yeah, it was a lady because she used to work with the father.
Oh wow! Yeah. So I didn't hear that part.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. I try to be peaceful, but there's things now that's really starting to I'm starting to be, and not that I'm mad at any case, you know what I'm saying, but there's things that are really starting to irritate me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Again, like with just how the unbalanced juries are. Because Rittenhouse would probably get off. Well, killing 2 people, wounding 1.
Yeah, he gonna get off.
And yeah, and
he illegally owns a firearm, and he's gonna get off.
Yeah,
like the thing is, when a black man illegally owns a firearm,
5 to 10 automatic.
Yeah, plus whatever he did. So like, if I catch a murder with a illegally owned firearm, it's gonna be that 5 to 10 plus 20.
Yeah, and the number amount of bullets in the clip.
Yeah.
So, but Rittenhouse, he sits in court like he doesn't have a worry in the world.
You know,
I've seen a couple of clips.
I saw the clips of Dylan Roof. He was the same way. He went into a church and killed like 9 people.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, and I'm gonna tell you like this. This is what I'm starting to realize. When we don't do that dirty work for them, they'll start doing it. Like when we're not out here killing each other, they're gonna kill us.
Yeah. It's tough.
It's
tough out here.
It's tough. Like people don't understand how hard it is to be a black man in America or a black woman. Because I don't want to, twist it. Sandra Bland, Breonna Taylor. Yeah. Like it's hard being a African American, not even an African American, a person of color, in America. Like for example, did you know the ICE detention camps didn't go anywhere?
Yeah.
They're the same problem they were before, but now what they did was, because there was so much coverage over that, they started putting shifts of coverage elsewhere.
You gotta move it.
Yeah, you gotta move that coverage. So now the coverage is all on Black Lives Matter and like us getting killed in the streets because.
And I know right now, with what we're doing on HL and the AM, people consider us media, but the mainstream, I can't stand the mainstream media.
Nah.
CNN, Fox, none of them. Even ABC News. I can't. One, like, questions, and it's just.
Now, I'm going to tell you what got me about that Rittenhouse joint was when the judge said you can't call them victims.
Call them a victim. So don't call them victims. Call them sons or brothers or, fathers. The father that he murdered in the street. Yeah. So don't call him a victim. No. Call him that. Or call him by his name. Call him by his name. Whatever, you know what I'm saying? So that part, but you already kind of see how that's going. And that judge, like, he need to be home.
Oh, wow. So I don't know if you saw this,
What up?
but the Biden administration announced Thursday that its vaccine rules applying to private businesses with 100 or more employees, certain healthcare workers, and federal contractors
Gotta get the
will
shot.
take effect January 4th. Basically, it's like this. If you have health insurance and you die from COVID and you were unvaccinated, they can deny your claim. If you have life insurance, So, like, let's say, for example.
I got you.
Yeah. That is crazy.
We say there's always rules of this, and the insurance game is the biggest in-your-face scam ever created.
Yeah.
You know?
Especially life insurance and health insurance. Like, for example, man, and then you have, like, network coverage and stuff. Like I've been working since I was 15. I've been paying for health insurance from my first job, so started at 21, right? I've been paying for health, dental, vision, right? Never used vision, except for the eye exam. Never need the glasses, right? So dental insurance, I just used it for the first time in network,
Right.
and it got me like a 60% discount. That's it.
Out of all of these years of paying in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I've paid into the system, as far as the healthcare system, well over $100,000.
Easy.
Well over $100,000. And I have maybe gotten $3,000 worth of work done to me.
Yeah, bro. It's wild. And I know it's crazy. I'm going to have to get it eventually because just starting my new job, you know what I'm saying, I got to wait for the next enrollment period. Because when I had COVID and I went to the hospital and they gave me 2 Tylenols, $3,000.
Yeah, so we gotta tell them, yo, we're gonna be like Ludacris.
Shout out to Talasia who checked in also.
Hey, Talasia, y'all keep it locked. Yo, and it's that time when we got to say goodbye. Yo, my bad, yeah, cause like the song be popping up, like, anyway, anything you gotta say to the peoples before we go?
Y'all already know. We appreciate each and every one of you. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for checking in. Tomorrow we got a crazy battle. How would we call it? Old school against
old school versus old new school.
old new school. We got Freddie Jackson versus Tyrese. Sounds crazy, but it's gonna be some great joints for y'all.
Yeah. Well, as you know, I love each and every one of y'all. Be safe. We out.
Salute.